Hi everyone, I'm Renee Sawyer. I'm the owner and broker of Out of the Blue Yacht Charters. And you probably want to know what I'm doing here today, and it's for you. How many of you all have ever thought about doing a yacht charter, but you're just not quite sure about how to get started or asking questions, or you think right off the bat, oh, that's for multi-billionaires and it's not for me? I'm telling you, there's ways for everybody to charter in the industry. There's ways to do it, and I'll be glad to answer your questions about it. The first thing I'd like to talk about is, what am I doing here? How can I help you? I'm an accredited broker with many broker associations, and I am here to basically answer your questions and guide you through the process. A lot of people, they'll tell you, oh, you don't need a broker. I'm here to represent you. If you go directly to the management companies and pick a broker through the yacht management companies, you're going to be going with a broker who is also representing the owner. You want somebody to have your back. Should anything ever go wrong on a charter, you want to know you have a broker that's going to stand with you, and that I'm that person. Next is an accredited broker. There's many brokers out there, but what you want to check is charteryachtbrokersassociation.net. That'll tell you some of the accredited brokers, at least those are in the Caribbean. There's more in the Mediterranean. I can share those with you as well. But that'll tell you who, if you're thinking about going to the Virgin Islands or to the Bahamas, it'll tell you some of the accredited brokers that you know are ethical, that you know will stand for their client and will help you through the entire process. And that's even after you go on charter from start to finish. Another bit of information that people aren't sure about is that a lot of times they go shopping, if you will, looking for other boats, looking for other brokers, looking for the lowest price. I wanted to share some information that some people just don't know. It's all the same price. There's a database, same as real estate. It's database. And we give you options of yachts to look at, and it doesn't mean that you're going to go to Mary next door and she's going to give you 50% lower, or you're going to go to the management company and you're going to get a lower price. The prices are all set by the owners of the boats, which means that whether I pull it up on my database or another broker pulls it up on her database, they're all the same rates. So find you a broker that you know is ethical, that you can trust, that you feel comfortable talking to, that is there for you 24/7. And believe me, I am. I hope the other brokers are as well. If somebody calls you in the middle of the night and needs your help, I take that call. I take my job seriously. So just, that you have that information, because there's a lot of miscommunication out there, and I've seen so many comments on Facebook that, oh, you don't want a broker, she charges you commission. No, you pay the charter rate, that is correct, but the owner pays the commission out of what he makes, so he directly pays us. So that kind of just sheds a little light on some of the information right off the get-go. Also, I would like to tell you a little bit more about how I give options of boats and how the process starts. So if you go on our website, you'll see an inquiry form. And you can also see an information link that you can go to either one to inquire about information, or you can fill out our inquiry form, which basically asks you questions about the charter. It costs you nothing to fill out the inquiry form. It's basically how many people are going on charter. What cruising location would you like to go to? What's your budget? What kind of special activities would you like to do? So that's kind of what the inquiry form consists of. When I receive that inquiry form, I immediately go on our database and I start searching for boats that meet your criteria. I personally like to find you more than just one boat. I usually find you several boats, so you have options to look at. Some people like a more modern decor. Some people like, something that's a little bit more homey, if you will, comfortable. Some people like more water toys. So it's really a lot of different things to pick from, and I get you options of boats to look at. From that point in time, I send you that, and I will also send you a text to let you know I have sent you that. And the reason being is because sometimes the first email to a client will roll into a spam folder. So I like to send you a text, not to harass you or high pressure sales. I just like for you to know that if you don't see it in your inbox, check your spam folder, because sometimes they'll roll in there. So before I give you boats, I attend several yacht shows each year. It could be Greece, it could be the Virgin Islands, it could be the Bahamas, Turkey. There's so many locations, and we attend the yacht shows so that we can personally tell you we met that crew or we saw that boat. Here's an example. I know this might sound trivial, but the first thing I do when I get on a boat, can you guess what? I smell the boat. I don't like for any boat that has a bad stink to it or whatever, and I won't recommend it to my clients. So just to give you a heads up, we check everything. We want to make sure when you go on charter, you have a perfect charter vacation. The next thing is that I send you those boats, and I like for you to look at them. I normally tell you the season, the charter season in each location. For example, in the Virgin Islands, it's from November to approximately July. So I don't suggest charters trying to go in September and October because it's hurricane season, as you can hear the thunder now. Pardon my doggy, but he's scared of thunderstorms too. So, but anyway, so I give you the boats, I give you time to look those over, but a lot of times it's something you may, if you start searching 6 months to a year out is perfect. You want to have boats to choose from. You want to have time to be able to make more payments on the boat than just having to pay one payment. You can divide it up to 3 or 4 payments. So that's one good thing about starting your search early. We also get those to you and then just suggest that we might want to put on hold on the boat that you like fairly quickly so you don't lose it. I'm not trying to be a high pressure salesman. I don't do that, but I do like to give you good advice, and that's good advice. So then you choose the boat, and from that point on, we put a hold on the boat. I send you the charter agreement. Basically, you sign it, then I sign it, then we send it to the owner and the management company, and they sign it. From there, we send it back to you with a confirmation number, and then your first initial payment is due 7 to 10 days after the contract is signed. Then from that point on, if the charter's a year out, you have roughly 3 or 4 more payments and time to make those payments um, before the charter is departing. So, um, so you do have that time. And then I send you preference sheets and guest manifest. This is for your crew, um, to tell us what you like to eat. The chef basically plans a menu for the week, and it's based on what you suggest are the foods that you like to eat, what you can eat, what you can't eat, your favorite cocktails while you're relaxing. So they build that menu before you get to the boat. So your preferences need to be filled out. And then from there, we send you, as it gets closer to charter time, a bon voyage, a phone call, with my information. So anytime during the charter, you can give me a call if you need me. And that's the process. It's so simple. It's really a simple process. If you're worried about the money, there's options for you. There's charters out there where you can charter a cabin only, not on the whole boat, but you charter the cabin. You also can go with your family and friends, and they can divide it up. We can look for bare boats for you, which bare boat means that you would be more responsible for preparing your own meals, but you driving the boat if you have somebody that's a captain. If not, we can get you a captain only boat. So there's so many options out there for you to be able to charter a boat and see the world and experience paradise. And when I used to be crew, that was the highlight of my time, is just to be able to show people who had never been on charter some of the beauty that's out there in this world. So I hope that I can help you. I am going to be doing weekly recordings so that you can learn more about the charter industry. But 2 things to remember. My phone number, 757-759-8960. Remember, I'm in Florida. And my email address is Renee at Out of the Blue Yacht Charters with an S.com. So that's the main thing. If you have any additional questions or concerns, please call me, but I will be doing these regularly so I can answer more additional questions for any clients or potential clients that I may have. I love you all. Thank you for taking time to listen. Have a great day.